Hi kindergarten, I'm Mrs. House, and today before we start learning the choreography for Gotta Get a Tree, I'm going to go over a couple directions for us real quick, okay? The first one is there's going to be a lot of marching in this song, so we're going to pick our knees up, make sure we're picking our feet all the way up at the knees, get your arms going so it's very exaggerated and your audience can see really clearly what you're doing, just like this. But we want to make extra sure that we're not stomping when you bring your foot down. My classroom's great for this. You don't want it to sound like this when you're marching, because when we do that on the risers, bad things can happen. So make sure that while we're marching in this song, that we have nice, quiet marching feet when they come down, okay? Another one that's a little bit hard to see sometimes in the video, I'm gonna come a little closer, is when we're talking about Santa being the happiest and jolliest, our hands are gonna come right up here by our face, and then they're just gonna wiggle back and forth like that. It's a little harder to see when I'm way back here, so I wanted to make sure you guys could see that up close. So you just put your elbows in, hands up by your face, and shimmy your hands a little bit, okay? And the last thing I wanted to go over before you watch the whole video, there's a part in the middle of the song where we talk about the reindeer coming in, and the elves coming in, and oh look, there's the Christmas tree. And we're only gonna sing when it's your turn to sing. So, if you're watching this at Shell Creek, and you're the class that's gonna dress up like the elves, you're only doing the rap when it's the elves rapping, okay? And the rest of the time you're quiet. My class over here is dressing up as trees, so they're gonna sing the part with the trees, and you guys would be quiet, okay? So when we get to that section of the song, what you're gonna do is if it's not your turn, you're gonna put your hands on your knees and you're gonna crouch down a little bit like this, so you're out of the way. And you're gonna turn and you're gonna look at whichever class is singing. So if they're over here, I'm gonna turn and look this way. If it's class over here, I'm gonna turn and look this way, wherever they happen to be, okay? When it is your turn to go, so for example, I'm gonna use my class again since we're the trees, you're gonna pop up nice and tall, you're gonna put your feet under your shoulders, and you're just gonna sway back and forth, okay? That way it'll be a little easier for the audience to tell who's singing or who's rapping from way far away. So when we get to that section of the song, that's what happens. When it's not your turn, you're crouched down and you're watching. When it is your turn, you pop up and you're just gonna sway while you do your part of the song, okay? Other than that, I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning the whole dance.